all those kids? Them not my kids.
Them are your kids' siblings, though. Dumb.
So that's what you gonna go with? That's the one you gonna
Those
go
are
with?
your fucking kids' siblings.
They're my kids. So that means
Yeah.
I take care of them.
So don't. No, I didn't say you have to take care of them. You can bring them something to eat if you bring one something to eat.
I bring them food every other day. What do you mean?
Exactly, but you don't never bring food for the other ones. You know I get my food stamps on the 11th.
Babies.
Okay, but I'm saying we share the same kid as well.
Absolutely. So if you want to, if you feel like I feel the way about me, take him in the room and let him.
I'm not taking my kid in the
Send him down to
room.
the car. He ain't even got any for that, brothers. Come right out to the car and eat with me.
No. You know what? Fine. Give it here.
Thank you.
Give it here. Give it here. Give it here. Dumb. He ain't eating this. You.
Why the you just do that?
Because you ain't bringing up for all the other kids. You stupid. Selfish as a like you're dumb as hell. You're dumb as hell. He not finna eat that dumb.
Take care of him anyway.
Dumb. He not finna do it. If you can't do it for all, don't do it for none of them. Bye, stupid. Thought I was finna take that today. Yeah, I had another thing for him today. No, he can't take it today.
Let's give a big round of applause to a very talented social media theater group for convincing the world that this McDonald's baby mama Ratchet dramedy was actually real. Bravo. They done tricked us all, y'all. Just last night, doggone it, we wrapped up editing for this video thinking this was all real. So much so that we did a reaction to all the real world comments across various social media platforms. Oh, wasting my time. I had a good laugh though, after finding out the truth. I think these two should be given a reality housewives show called The Hood Wives of McDonald's, doggone it. Alright, setting aside the skit, I'm going to roll our clip anyway, doggone it. Just pretend I'm a supporting actor playing the role of a social media content VJ. Alright, director, you ready? We're ready. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, action. If you have one child with a baby mama who has several children by other baby daddies, should you be obligated to buy food, school clothes, and Christmas gifts for all of her other children, even if those other baby daddies are deadbeat dads and you don't even live with her?
So the whole world is basically bashing me right now because I'm the baby mama who was upset at her baby daddy because he only decided to give his child McDonald's and not the rest of my other 3 kids. I have 4 kids. You knew this situation when you dated me. Our child is the youngest child. So keep that in mind before y'all make me the villain. That means all my other kids knew him. He was buying the McDonald's when we were together. My kids have to go through a transition of our breakup as well. Like, yeah, me and you broke up, but my kids got to feel it too. So now my kids have to see only one of their siblings get McDonald's and not the rest of them. And they know it's coming from you because, of course, like me and you used to be together. They used to see you. You used to do it for them. But now you don't want to do that for them anymore. Like, to me, that's petty. That's petty. Like, it's not fair. Like, you're not finna give one child McDonald's and not all the other kids McDonald's. Like, I'm not going. And then on top of that, you mean to tell me you can dib and dab and want to do it sometimes, but yet you can't feed all my other kids McDonald's though? That's what you mean to tell me? Like, I'm not going for that. I'm going to stand on what I said, and I don't care what everybody else have to say about it. Y'all could judge me. Oh, well, I could be the villain, but I said what I said. Like, if you can't bring everybody McDonald's, then can't nobody have McDonald's then. Period.
By now, many of you have seen that very viral video of that baby mama who has 4 kids by more than one baby daddy, yet one of the daddies is a good guy who brought food to his son, this one son with her, every doggone day. That video of the multi-daddy baby mama terrorist, shout out to the Mr. Palmer channel for that one, who threw the McDonald's food to the ground, rather than let the baby daddy give the food to his son, has sparked some very interesting, sometimes heated conversations about the perils of smashing single moms. Let's discuss those conversations.
You know I don't get my food stamps to the 7th.
Lisa, is that my problem?
Is he wrong for that? I say no.
Okay, explain.
That's my child. I'm doing the right thing. I'm taking care of my child. And maybe I can only afford for my child.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so we can keep this new channel growing. I've had a chance to scour social media to gather and summarize the conversations regarding this terrible multi-daddy baby mama situation. I won't show the entire video, of course, just the part where she threw the food to the ground, the McDonald's food. But just to recap, a single mother of 4 has more than one baby daddy. Already a red flag there, but now isn't necessarily a red flag, but in this case it's a red flag. One of those fathers committed to making sure his one son with her was taken care of, would bring his son food every day. According to the baby mama, her other baby daddies were not doing the same thing, and she is on food stamps. Why on earth would this good brother plant his seed into this minefield of social problems is beyond me. We can assume her unwarranted anger towards this one good brother was brewing within her, festering, every time he brought the food to her place. She admitted that. Pay attention, though. Pay attention. Why did she let her anger fester and grow for so long? This is where a lot of modern women are lazy about how they interact with men. She clearly was passive-aggressive instead of just asking him to do her a favor. Just ask him. With her crazy ass, she created that whole scene by popping out all these kids by different men, and she knew she couldn't afford them kids. Then she blames the only good dude she miraculously picked, never putting the other daddies on blast. And a lot of women out there are co-signing her nonsense. Anybody trying to defend her nonsense is as trifling as she is. I read some Facebook comments where women were actually doing the most to defend and explain her disgusting behavior. No. Nah, sisterhood, y'all gonna have to eat this L. You gotta own this L for life. This right here, this lady, is the poster child of why baby mamas are not the same as single, childless women in this dating game. Because, you hear them all the time. Dating us is the same as dating childless women. In fact, we're better. No, this is the story right here that proves you're not. But let me finish the summary. Her anger grew to a boiling point the day she decided to video him bringing McDonald's food to her house for his son instead of her other children by other men. She honestly thought she would expose him for being selfish by putting him on blast across social media. But oh boy, instead of putting him on blast, she put herself on blast and sparked a controversy around the country. The central question behind the controversy is this: if a good man plants his seed into a single mother who has children with other men, and he is not in a committed relationship with that baby mama or living with her, is he obligated to treat all of her other children the same way he treats the one child he has with her? As you can see how lengthy this question is, this complex scenario is why there are so many conversations out there about this video. So, for all you single moms out there who keep saying you are just as good, if not better, than a single childless woman, this is one of the many scenarios that keep men from dating single moms, especially the ones with multiple daddies they can't control and want the one good dude to step up for. Childless women, single childless women, don't have this problem. So stop saying there's no difference. Your crazy selves. This controversy has split the sexes, where most men say, hell no, he ain't obligated to do what she and the other baby daddies should be doing. But on the other hand, a lot of women feel as though although he ain't obligated, he should still treat them equally and at least bring them whatever he brings for this one child with her, that he has with her. Although I understand where women are coming from, I'm with the guys on this one. Mostly because, where will the financial obligation end? Let's say she has 9 other children from other men. Should this brother then bring 10 McDonald's Happy Meals every day? Ladies, you are out of your doggone mind. This is not how men work. If a single mom chose the wrong kinds of dudes to spread them wide open to, her legs, you know what I'm talking about, why visit the anger she has towards those men on the one good guy she chose among those men? It's not the good dad's fault that the other dads are bad. And that's the thing. I see all these women trying to explain and defend her position. But when does it end, ladies? If he buys his son clothes for the new school year, for example, does he have to buy 3 other outfits too? If he buys the PS5 or higher for his son for Christmas, does he have to buy 3 extra expensive controllers? These things are expensive ass controllers. Years later, when he graduates high school, when all the kids are grown in high school or whatever, and the father buys him a car, does he have to buy 3 other cars too? You see where I'm going with this stuff? This is insane. You guys just making stuff up. These modern women are just making up dumb rules to justify the madness. And this is the sad part. Women like her will then hang out with their girls for brunch or whatever and say, men are trash. And without batting a fake spider eyelash, the other women will say, you right, queen. Ninjas ain't ish. No questions asked. Nothing. They didn't say nothing. At least women should ask, girl, what did your man do for you to call him trash? Why is he trash? That's when you get crickets and tumbleweeds. They don't ask no questions like that. All right. So let's check out a few of the comments that got forwarded to me. I got some people that forwarded me some comments from Facebook out there. So let's check those out real quick. Once again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so we can keep this new channel growing. Okay, here we go. Oh, brother. Somebody said, did you see what he was driving? Maybe that's all he could do. Take care of his responsibility, and he shouldn't have to be made to feel bad for doing so. If he had it and did it, fine, but the bottom line is he's not obligated. Hell, she should be calling the other baby daddies and going in on them. And of course, here we go. You know, ladies gonna be like, that was a guy talking. So here come the ladies. I'm not debating what he's obligated to do or not. He should, or hey, hang on. I'm not debating what he's obligated to do or not. How she made him feel. He laid down with her. I don't believe in making differences in kids. That's all I'm saying. In other words, because he laid down with her and had a kid with her, even though it's not his obligation, he should feel some kind of charitable compassion to just give to the other kids in there. But see, once again, where does it end? All right. Some other girl came in there. Exactly, queen. The expectation is the problem. Yet when he asked the other kids, okay, I'm sorry, this is probably somebody who's actually defending the good guy. Exactly. The expectation is a problem. Yet when he asked where the other kids' baby daddies were, homegirl got quiet. Then she threw the food on the street after all that, showed how much she cared about any kid eating, which is true. She didn't care about that. If she was really concerned about their hunger, she would have just taken that food and split it in 4 ways. Right? Smart. No, she ain't smart. She's dumb. Anyway. Somebody said, but if that's all he can do, he isn't making differences. He's mistaken. He's making sure his child is taken care of. All right. And then, of course, other people agreed. And let me see. Okay, so they pretty much, some agree, some disagree. That's how that went. Okay, let me go to another set of comments here. So somebody said, some female said, why she ain't feed them kids before he got there? And then another female said, she said she ain't have no food stamps, LOL. Because, of course, she's on food stamps, apparently. And then a brother chimed in. He said, his name was Brandon. I ain't going to say his whole name or whatever. But he said, respond to the fact that some people said that he should have just taken the kid to his car or to McDonald's out of the house instead of trying to give her the food to the kid. So a brother said, she wouldn't let him take his kid to eat. She wouldn't even let him take the child to the car. It's not his responsibility to feed children that aren't his. I'm sorry, you guys. Simple as that. He's only the father of one child, not all of them, which is true. Now, if she was an A1 female, if she was really nice, basically, if she was really courteous, she would have convinced him to feed them all or carried herself in such a way he would just do it on his own. But now she acts like a child, so he remains focused only on his child's needs. Something about catching more flies with honey. He's right, catching more flies with honey. In other words, lady, if you want this guy to do for your other kids that are not his, you can't be dumb and nasty like this chick was. You gotta be nice. I mean, my goodness, it's not that serious. All right, let's keep going. All right, so a guy said, it would have been easier just to order pizza. At least I can get a slice, LOL. Which is true. I mean, once again, if she were nice about it and asked him before he got there, he could have went and got a pizza or something, which is probably going to be not about the same price anywhere, maybe twice as much, about $10, right? Pizza Hut or whatever. And that's true. But see, she was so mean about it, he didn't do all that. All right. And, okay, here's a brother. So a brother named Mike. He's more on the women's side. I mean, he's kind of on the guy's side, but more on the women's side. He said, I don't know that man's situation, but me being blessed, I would have gotten them all something. Just my opinion. She could have approached the situation differently. My heart is too big to do some shit like that. My son has 2 siblings that's not mine, but I'm just built different. So in other words, in this current situation, he has a son by a woman who has 2 other children, and he buys for all 3 anyway of his own accord, which is cool. All right. However, see, it's easy to say that when you have just 2 kids. What if it's 10 or 20? I mean, where does it end? What's the limit? See, we're just making stuff up. We can't visit our own life on somebody else's life. Anyway, so another chick came in and said, that's what's up, brother man. I'm adding the extra part to it. That's what's up, brother man. It's really just a humane thing to do. It's humane. Whatever. It ain't humane. All right. So anyway, so the other comments kind of go along the same way, back and forth, blah, blah, blah. And then a brother named Eddie, I liked his comments. He said, what did he say? Hang on. He said, this shaming shit for being a dad to his own is pathetic. Talking about his own son. So worry about why the fuck she wasn't feeding them. And he had to call his dad, talking about the son calling the good guy, the good baby daddy here, while she gets food stamps and has a cell phone to record shit on, LOL, which is a good point. If she ain't got no money, how's she paying for that phone service? And then he says, y'all hate black men. Say that, because y'all bullshit reasoning is weak. And then he laughs at that, which he's right. They're trying to defend her as silly. So then, of course, all the women came out and that, you know how they go. Nah, you reaching with all that hate black men stuff. We didn't say all that. It ain't even all that. You making all sensationalized being a dad. And the baby over here with his mama hungry. No, ain't no baby over there hungry. This is the mama being ridiculous. He brought his son food. Now she could take the food and split it 4 ways. Now what? Then another chick came in there, going in hard on Eddie. I say you love exaggerating. That's weak. And then Eddie came back. Nah, I'm not. You and many alike you are. All y'all doing that. Basically saying y'all are one weak. And then y'all be saying niggas don't take care of their kids. Man doing it for his kid, bashed anyway. In other words, some of these people are kind of right, kind of differently, so I got to kind of read that stuff. But what he's saying here is, this brother is doing it for his own kid, and then y'all bash him anyway. Y'all just weird. That's what he's saying. Then another brother named Andrew kind of chimed in with Eddie, and he's telling Eddie, they, talking about the women, see this thing from a woman's perspective. She had every intention of shaming that man, period. If it was about the food, she would have taken it to the house, you know, basically, and just taken it in and split it, basically. She clearly said, I'm about to expose you since everybody think you're a good daddy. So it wasn't about the kids at all, and he's right. And then, of course, Eddie chimes back in, man, I can't respect women who want men to let them use their perspective on what a man should have done. But they never want men speaking on shit that's solely their own perspective. In other words, they're hypocrites, of course. They want niggas to shut up and just do like the old slave owners wanted. And it's true. Some of you ladies out there act like slave masters. You want black men brothers to just sit down and shut up and do what you say. No, it don't work like that. Stop being childish. All right, so the brothers kind of went back and forth, kind of supporting each other. Let me move forward here. All right. People have some jokes here. Talking about buying somebody said he could have bought a box of chicken over there. That's true, but once again, she should have been nice about it. But she was all nasty about it. All right, there's somebody was really gangster. They said, somebody named Chris said, fuck them kids. Damn, just gangster. Y'all ain't sending $1 to Africa to feed those kids over there. And why is that? Because those kids in Africa are not your kids. So therefore, it ain't my job to take care of your kids that ain't mine. Which is true. I mean, that's a good point. All right. Let me see. What else? Okay, so another woman came in. Okay, here's the woman's point of view. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I buy everybody's kids food. They're kids at the end of the day. I don't feel no type of way buying kids food. Like, what the fuck? And then another chick chimed in. Yeah, queen, we was raised differently. A lot of people are selfish and probably was the only child or some shit. It costs nothing to be kind and buy a meal, bro. He knew damn well she was gonna be mad. It ain't funny. What y'all laughing at? Once again, no. This is not how men work. See, it's easy for women to say that stuff. They're not on child support. They're out there, I buy all the kids food. Well, you ain't on child support. That's why. He's probably on child support. How you gonna afford all that stuff? Shut up. All right. Let's see what else we got over here. Yeah, and then those women kind of going back and forth. Yeah, see, okay, here we go. So here's this one chick, one of those same chicks. She's saying, exactly, girl. I was trying to explain the same thing to some other dude named Sean or whatever. We grew up differently, girl. Most people don't get the principle and are quick to scream, he's not obligated, blah, blah, blah. Nobody said he was. It just says a lot about your character if you wouldn't just automatically think about other kids, period. It doesn't matter whose kids they are. I'm gonna feed everybody, period. Whatever. Once again, she ain't on child support. Us men, we get on child support. We gotta pay all these kids and our child support. Man, forget y'all. Y'all be making stuff up. Shut up. Here's the other queen. Period, girl. It's just a simple act of kindness. That's all. It's really a way of showing your child how they should be treated. What is right for adults to be doing, to be getting along? You know, kids are watching us, so, well, people fail to realize. Okay, her grammar's off here. Whatever she's trying to say, basically, long story short, the kids are watching us, so let's just be kind to all 10, 20, 30 kids you got and pay for everybody because we're all in a big family. No. What y'all just stop making women, just stop trying to justify stuff. She's just effed up. Stop trying to justify her crazy ways. Alright. Here's another person that chimed in. Okay. This is apparently a guy. This is a dude, one of these other guys supporting these women. If you want to get farther in life, you gotta feed all the children, whether they're yours or not. Niggas do shit like that and wonder why they can't get over the hump. Okay. This is one of them simp dudes. Dude, what are you talking about? Dude, apparently either he's not on child support or He has one baby mama with one kid that's his, and that's all he got to be paid for. No, we're talking about a woman who had other babies by other baby daddies, and she want him to pay for all the kids. No, he didn't sign up for all that. Shut up. All right. Let me see who else. What else they got around here? And then somebody else jumps in some of this nonsense. Okay, no, the brother jumped in and said, nah. She already had it in her mind to attack him. I feed all the kids, but I usually pick mine up for a chill day and feed them. I think their relationship is just messed up. More hate for each other than love for the kids. So he kind of sent a mixed message here. So I'm not sure where he's coming from. So no, I mean, obviously, it's cool. If you want to do it, you're cool with picking up all the other kids. That's fine on your behalf. I don't know. Your situation might be different than this other guy. So he's just kind of comparing, I think, apples and oranges probably. But then, of course, all the other women came in here were supporting this guy. So, you know, they love them some Sims over here. So, all right. I know I'm getting kind of long-winded here. Another chick jumped in here. Let me see. The food stamp part is what got me. If she can't feed them, just ask. It wasn't that deep, which is true. And then somebody jumped in and said, that's right. One of them other women came in and said, that's right. A closed mouth really don't get fed. I see it. But baby, why the food stamps gone? Why the food stamps gone, boo? And then that chick said, because she sold them, which is true. They sell them. You know, they're finesse. That's how they do it. All right. Let me see. What else we got here? All right. So somebody jumped in. This thing is a woman that jumped in and said, first, you can tell she one of those baby mamas first. She says she don't get her stamps until the 7th, and then backdoor and said the 11th. I really feel she was mad her child called his daddy and said, I'm hungry. I mean, it's not his fault. He can depend on his daddy when he calls. That's just like him buying his kids some new shoes for school, but the other kids don't have them. That's what I just said. Exactly. That's not right for his son to suffer because the mama not on her game or the other kids' daddy's not in their life. If she truly wanted help, she should have came at him the right way with respect, asking him, hey, if you don't mind, this is, I guess, her quoting her, if you don't mind, can you give my other baby some food? And I'm pretty sure he wouldn't mind. But you can't make that man do anything. His only job is to make sure his child is good, and that's what he's doing, period. But he could have picked up his son and took him to go eat and drop him back off afterwards, LOL. Well, of course, that's true, but again, as you heard what she said herself, she wasn't going to let that son go out anywhere. She's being one of those nasty, mean baby mamas that like to control everything. So she wasn't going to let him go. So, all right. And I think that's it, people. So, yeah, there you go. Sorry for the long-winded video right there. But long story short, people have many opinions out there. I understand those opinions. But long story short, it is not his obligation to take care of all those kids. Now, obviously, you can argue things from a legal standpoint, saying, well, technically, you know, him buying, you know, food for one kid and making the other kids look bad or whatever, or feel sorry for themselves, whatever it is, you know, that disrupts their patterns and the way things are and all that good stuff. But see, common sense has to prevail, right? She created this situation for herself. It's her responsibility. She created this. It's not on him. He is the one father coming there. The other fathers ain't even coming. Why does he have to suffer and the other daddies don't get criticized? They don't get put on blast, right? But she put the good one on blast. And this is why she'll end up being alone for life, because she attacks the good guys and let the bad guys get off scot-free. Ladies, if you're a single mother out there with multiple baby daddies, conduct yourselves with respect. I mean, if you want a chance of getting a good dude, at least make sure you don't visit drama in his life. If you want a great guy, a great gentleman, don't bring drama in his life. Just let it go. If you have other kids with baby daddies who are deadbeats or whatever, that's between you and him. You need to get off your ass and work. Get out here and find a good career and work to feed your other kids. Let this one father do the right thing. You take care of what your other baby dads ain't doing. That's not his fault. All right? All right, so like, share, subscribe to keep this channel growing, people. Until multi-daddy baby mama terrorists stop terrorizing good men out there, the apocalypse of good men will continue. Welcome to the Brother Apocalypse.